A machine learning and engineering student had an idea which included a laser, artificial intelligence, and cockroaches. The thought process is simple. Who does not want to be able to automatically zap annoying cockroaches away? In this video, you will see a young man who took this idea and brought it to life. Thanks to the recent development from Ildar Rahmatullah, a research associate at Heriot-Watt University, the dream of a cockroach laser is now a reality. Unfortunately, or fortunately, it is actually open source code for everyone to use. Stay with us to see how the AI-driven laser is made and how it kills the bugs with extreme precision. In a study, which was concluded last year but published in Oriental Insects last week, Rahmatullah and his co-authors use a laser insect control device automated with machine vision to perform a series of experiments on docile cockroaches. They were able to not only detect cockroaches at a high accuracy, but also neutralize and deter individual insects at a distance of up to 1.2 meters. This is a follow-up of sorts to earlier projects, in which used a Raspberry Pi and lasers to zap mosquitoes. However, for this project, Rahmatullah used a different kind of computer which allowed for more precision in detecting the bug. I started using a Jetson Nano that allowed me to use deep learning technologies with higher accuracy to detect an object. Rahmatullah explained. The Jetson Nano is a small computer that can run machine learning algorithms. The computer processes a digital signal from two cameras to determine the cockroach's position. It transmits that information to a galvanometer, a machine that measures electric current, which changes the direction of the laser to shoot the target. According to the paper, Rahmatullah tried this configuration at different power levels for the laser. At a lower power level, he found that he could influence the behavior of roaches by simply triggering their flight response with a laser. This way, they could potentially be trained to not shelter in a particular dark area. At a higher power level, the cockroaches were effectively neutralized, in the paper's language. In other words, killed. Rahmatullah has also made all the data and instructions freely available, noting that others can try as long as they keep proper precautions. I use very cheap hardware and cheap technology, and it's open source, Rahmatullah said. All sources are uploaded to my GitHub, and see how I do it and use it. He mentioned that others have already started trying it out with other pests, like hornets, which makes sense. If it can damage cockroaches, it can also damage other pests in agriculture. Aside from the open source nature of the project, the possible widespread applications of this technology also makes it noteworthy. It could be a plausible alternative to mechanical traps, as well as chemicals that often damage the environment and target non-pest insect species. Not to mention, it's cheaper. The paper notes that all devices cost no more than $250 and more compact than any other current pest controlling technologies. That being said, although the prototype is suitable for academic research, there's a lot more to be done before it can be deployed on a larger scale. For example, the paper notes that a smaller laser point would be more effective at killing the roaches, but it is difficult to implement experimentally. The ability to precisely control which parts of the cockroaches' bodies were hit would also be helpful, the paper says. It's also sadly not quite ready for household use, at least not yet. It's not recommended because it's a little dangerous, Rahmatullah said. Lasers can damage not only cockroaches, but your eyes. Best to keep your cockroaches traps for now anyway. Thank you so much for viewing the video. Please consider subscribing to our channel.